a community that woke up to this. They woke up to a crisis. This is in Manassas Park. 400 people actually cut off after raging waters washed out the only road in and out of their community, even swallowing a car in the process. Now, this is a fear that people that live in that community say that they have warned leaders about for years.
And we have team coverage tonight on the search for answers. We'll check with ABC 7 Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Tim Barber at that washed out road in just a moment.
Let's start it off, though, with our team coverage, though, with Victoria Sanchez. She's on the other side of the community where a makeshift road now has just opened up. Victoria, I'm sure they're relieved about that.
They are, and it got put up in less than 3 hours. This is where I am. This used to be a dead end to the neighborhood in Manassas Park, just over what used to be a fence. That's Manassas City, and now they're connected. The early morning storm lit up the dark sky with flashes of lightning.
It was just crazy. It sounded like the thunder was going to hit our house. It sounded like it was right next to our house.
Diego Biscope lives in the Moseby Ridge community of Manassas Park and took his 10-month-old puppy Broly for a walk. But he was supposed to be at work. He's not playing hooky. The one road in and out of his neighborhood washed away.
Definitely stopped the whole neighborhood from doing what they had to do.
There's a creek that runs under the road that swallowed up asphalt, fencing, and cars after rain created rushing water. You can see the water is moving slowly and it's quite shallow, but it was a much different story early this morning during the storms. The creek came up as far as where I'm standing, covering the grass and plants in mud.
But it's crazy.
Nancy and Greg Mann woke up to construction noise and found out that storm created a big problem.
If this is the worst that happens in our life, we're okay.
Crews from Manassas and Manassas Park worked quickly to create an emergency solution. They removed a few trees and fencing, added some asphalt, and created a new road. Just in time for Nancy's doctor's appointment. So now this new road, well, this is the only way in or out for now until the original road can be fixed, but that could take weeks. People told me they're glad that this is ready, but they hope soon the work will get started to make sure they have now 2 ways in and out of their community.
Flash flooding washed out a section of a road cutting off a community in Manassas Park. Neighbors told us this was preventable. 7 on your side finding out that necessary repairs had been ignored for a very long time, at least a decade. Annalisa Gale now with the temporary fix and the reason that improvements were pushed aside. Annalisa?
Jonathan, this sinkhole right behind me came after years of complaints. Residents in this area say they've been complaining about the infrastructure, but the city says they simply did not have the money to address the problem before all of this.
I've seen the fire trucks, the ambulances, everything else out here.
When Dario Grande woke up for work on Wednesday morning just before 5 a.m. on Moseby Drive, he noticed a big problem.
Flash flooding, sinkhole, and the tree fell on several cars out here.
Which meant he had to miss work.
They said we're not able to leave.
The city says that massive sinkhole captured by Skytrack 7 could take up to 6 months to permanently fix. In the meantime, city crews paved a temporary path for residents to use as an option for getting in and out.
I'm glad that nobody got hurt.
Grande shared these photos of damage to his neighbors' cars after that sinkhole formed. We spoke to one of the owners over the phone.
They should have think of this before this happened, because they knew there is a river under the road.
Some residents tell 7 on your side that for years they tried to get help with fixing the culvert.
This culvert should have been repaired and fixed over a decade ago.
Manassas Park Mayor Jeanette Rochelle admits the city was a little too late with addressing the infrastructure problems in the area.
Unfortunately, the city was not able to move forward and fix it as soon as we wanted to, because we first had to secure state funding. And that's because of the weak financial condition of the city.
The city is now focused on prevention in the years ahead.
Going forward, we will continue to prioritize needs of this type because we do not want this to ever happen again.
And tonight, the city voted to approve funds for a temporary bridge solution after declaring a local emergency.
Too much rain, too fast led to scenes like this literally all over Prince George's County. Heavy rain causing some flash flooding. ABC 7 Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is picking up our team coverage now. He's in Occoquan. That is where a road there is still shut down because of the high water. You would have thought by now, Brad, it would have receded.
Well, I got an update just a short time ago. There are still 5 road closures in this area of Prince George's County, almost all of them related to this, which is Piscataway Creek, which has overflowed its bank everywhere it crosses a road. The rain fell hard, the volume quickly overwhelming storm drains and streams across southern Prince George's County. From Fort Washington to Clinton to Accoquan and then into Charles County, the waters rose. Floral Park Road going under in several spots. Drivers approaching the high water signs with no way of knowing what's beneath the brown water, many driving through. Watch this white car inch in and realize it's too much. Others push on.
It wasn't faking this time. It was serious. It was a serious flood. You can see things down on the road. People couldn't drive. People on the curb. I've never seen it like this before.
Marquise Sams lives along Birchview Drive in Clinton. These photos show what happened here, a true flash flood. The water rising in the street, trapping a Postal Service delivery vehicle full of mail, ruining every car parked along the road.
The water was past the tires. Like you couldn't see any of the tires from my van down to that blue car.
Too much water at one time, not allowing it to drain off as fast as it should. I've been here about 7 years, and the first time.
Dee Haney is saying the same thing. She's lived in her house in Bryan's Road in Charles County for 40 years. Today it flooded for the first time.
I don't know what to do. Everything is a mess. I got water in all my bedrooms. It got as far as my kitchen. So it's a cleanup stage right now. But for these people that flooded, my heart goes out to you because I had no idea. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
Yeah, Ms. Haney had a really tough morning. That rain just came out of nowhere. So back live, Floral Park Road, that's Piscataway Creek. The water is dropping rapidly. It was to the top of the guardrails there. And even then, we saw cars driving through. We're going to be back at 6 with an update. I suspect by then the water will be even lower still. In Accoquan, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.